Good morning, everybody. And it is the morning, actually. I'm up, ready to go. Got some shit to do today. Last video, I took this gearbox apart. Saw that there was some wear on the gear sets. After only a couple events, I told you guys that I saw some gear oil on my throwout bearing. And basically, I called Tex Racing, the company that makes these, G4 South. And I asked them, I said, hey guys, do you know what's going on here? Did I assemble it wrong? Did I not shim something right? And they were so nice up there. They said, you know what, Caleb, just fucking send it up to us. We'll take care of it and send it back to you so that you have a nice, reliable, fresh gearbox for grid life. So that's what I'm doing today. I put it all back together with Tucker last night. And then I'm going to go to Juku right now and send it from Juku to G4 South. Then got a package from Holly. My friends over at Holly. Nothing too crazy. We got some dash 10 fittings. Hold on, pause. New oil cooler. Some new valve covers. And some brackets to mount my oil cooler. And then we're going to take some tires and wheels with us. Not all of them, just some of them. Mount those up. I'll have to do another trip before grid life to mount the rest of them. So I'll do 6 today and 10 next time. That's the plan. So I'm going to back up and load all this up into the truck, go to Juku, mail the transmission, come back, install the valve covers and the oil cooler. It's going to be an exciting, fun day. And I'm excited to share it with you guys. So I feel like I've been talking about grid life a lot lately, and really, I don't know if you guys can tell, but striving to make sure that I'm able to make it. I've never driven a grid life, and I feel very fortunate that I got invited this year to drive. Big shout out to Greg at Quarterworks and the whole grid life staff. So, I'm trying to make sure that when I do show up, my car is good, the car looks good. Tucker took my front bumper home last night to fiberglass that. He'll bring it back, I'll paint it. And, we want to look good out there. We want to be able to drive and have a reliable car. So with a very, 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 very tiny budget, we're trying to make all this work. And I wouldn't be able to do it without my sponsors and my friends that help me out. Oh, and by the way, Tire Streets is going to have a booth at Grid Life. So if you're going to Grid Life and you've been curious about these tires, want to ask more questions, you can ask them directly at their booth. So my car will be up there a little bit. We might do some meet and greets at their booth, so you guys know where to find me. You can obviously find me at my pit as well. Raven's coming.
Olive will be there.
Olive will be there. So I'm not going to be joining in on all the crazy party festivities. I'll be going back to the hotel to hang out with Raven and Olive, which is the party stuff looks almost too crazy there. I don't know. I've never been to a grid life, so I don't know, but it looks crazy.
Maybe Olive will get to meet Walk the Talk.
I'll put Olive in a front carrier with the glasses on, like the baby in The Hangover.
And her little her ear thing.
Yeah, her little earmuffs. Oh, I knew it. Close for lunch. Oh, it is hot in here, let me tell you. Poor little Skyline hiding in the corner. LZ's car looks good. Can't show you guys though, sorry. Alright, we made it to Juku. Turbos. Don't forget, if you guys want to pick up any ISR stuff for your cars, whether it be suspension arms, turbo, engine parts, whatever, you can use the discount code in the link provided below in the description to get 15% off. And I get a little bit of a kickback from that. It helps out to be able to do more content. But yeah, check out the website, pick something up for your race car. So this is my least favorite thing about being in a drifting right here. Alright, so I'm starting to get these tires mounted up. We got the GSR in this little cradle right here to send it out to G-Force. Trying to get to line up. All finished up here. Ready to go home and get some more work done. Back from Juku. So, now it's time to get ready to do some work on the car. I picked up some new S13, S14 rear ISR Pro Series arms. You guys can get these too. These are the ones I run on my car. Get them on the ISR website, link below. Make sure to use that discount code. Get yourself 15% off. Alright, so I'll set these out of the way. I'm not actually installing these on the car. These are going in the trailer for spares. I had some in the trailer, but I gave them to Travis Reeder. Travis Reeder actually uses these arms on his Formula Drift Pro 2 car. Same rear setup I have, PBM drop knuckle with ISR Pro Series arms. So he needed some spares, so I hooked him up. Now we've got our oil cooler. I have some Dash 10 line. And then if I pop this baby open, there we go. This is what I keep in the trailer. This is fittings, all the fittings you can need, rivets, fuses. These are all press fit. These are all Dash 10s. Some Dash 10 weld-on bungs. These are all Dash 10 as well. Dash 8, Dash 10, some P-clips, an extra oil pressure sensor. These are caps right here. And then these are brake line fittings, Dash 8 fittings. These are high pressure fittings, Wisefab Ackerman settings. So, trying to stay pretty prepared. So I'm going to set these valve covers off to the side. I've got to go pick up some gaskets. So I'll set these over here in this box for now. If I put that there, it takes up a lot of space. Let's see if that'll stay there, so you guys can see. It takes up quite a bit of space, and my fans are really good, but it worries me. I don't know. I'm probably going to put it there for now because I don't have anything else. The other option is to tuck it up in here somewhere. Check out that broom that holds my hood. Tuck it up in here somewhere, but for the time being, I don't have a fabricator here. I don't have a welder, so that's probably what I'm going to do. I've got these tabs welded on here, but say I cut those off and then I mounted this bracket. I can't really show you guys, but basically to the front of this radiator brace, front core support area, and then set it on top of here and set it on top of there and use the hardware to secure it. Now this is pretty big, so that seems a little risky. I can see why they would want you to use both, so they want it like this. There you go. So they want it like that. I don't know. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. Alright, so I can see why they would suggest that you use both mounting brackets. The problem is I don't have a place to mount the second one other than to the oil cooler, so it's like flimsy, even though it's tight. It's not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to rethink that, but I know this is where I'm gonna have it because there's nowhere else to put it at the moment. You don't want to bring it any closer to the bash bar just in case there is an accident. Before I go though, real quick, there's a buddy of mine who, if you watched any of the BMX vlogs, his name's Stefan, and he broke his frame and his bike's kind of a piece of shit. So he's coming here to buy my frame, which he thinks he's buying my frame. But I'm actually going to give him my frame and any other parts that he needs off my bike we're going to hook him up with. That way he can get his bike up and running. He was going to go sell his Xbox to buy my bike. And if any of you have an Xbox, you know you can't be selling your Xbox. So I just spoke with my boss, Rich over at Stranger, and he's going to hook me back up and get my bike back up and running after I hook Stefan up. You gotta take it apart.
Yeah, the only thing is I don't have a chain breaker.
You can have the chain. Yep. That's it.
You pick that up.
What else you need for your bike?
Shit,
I'm sure you need a lot of shit.
Yeah.
What do you need?
I'm not really sure right now. I just know a frame because my frame like cracked.
You don't need anything. You can pick anything off this bike you want. You can take it. So what do you need?
Should I take the seats?
Alright. Now I'm going AutoZone. Stefan just left. I think he enjoyed his new parts. I think he got a front wheel, a set of forks, a seat, a chain, a headset, and a frame. So he's going to be back on his bike at the skate park, shredding every day. And actually let him shoot the gun a little bit. He'd never shot an AR before, so that was cool. It's a dope shirt you got on. Nice. Raven and I went and grabbed some dinner. Now we're back. It's dark outside, but look at how much this cleans up the engine bay. Like, it's unreal what a fancy valve cover can do to an engine bay. Those plus the MSD coil packs will make a huge difference in this engine bay and make it actually something nice to look at. So I'm excited about that. I picked up some valve cover gaskets, purple power, and some shop towels. Some shit that I needed. Alright guys, check us out. Last final touch. If I could do this left-handed. There we go. Alright, so got these on there. I don't know what was going on, but my hardware went in real rough. Like almost scary rough, but I literally have no other choice but to put them in. So they went in rough, but they did tighten down. Valve covers are tight. If it fucked up any threads, then I'll have to tap it later. But they're on. They're tight. Now I've got to go in the trailer and find the coil packs. But things are starting to shape up here. They look really good. So a few things. One, it's still like 100 degrees out. That sucks. Two, I'm not going to go get my coil packs because it's dark and I don't want to dig around for them, so I'm going to not do that right now, but they're on. Three, I really hope that my valve cover leaking issue is gone because I'm really sick of wiping down oil out of the engine bay. But I think that no matter what I do until I relieve some of that crankcase pressure, I'm still going to have blow by through anywhere that it can get by, whether it be the O-rings on top of the valve covers or the valve covers themselves. I think until I do something about that crankcase pressure, it's gonna stay like that. Now, I talked about earlier that I have some weld-on, where are they at? So I've got some of these are weld-on -10 bungs that would essentially be welded on somewhere on the valve cover like there, and I'd run a -10 line to either one or two catch cans to help relieve that pressure. Now, unfortunately, due to budget and time, I don't have the money to pay somebody to do that, and I live really far from anybody that I know that even welds that would even cut me a good deal. So, fingers crossed that, I don't know, that doesn't happen, and everything's fine, but chances are that's what's gonna happen. Also, I got a call, here actually let me read you guys the text. Somebody you guys might know, or his name is Antoine Dixon. And Antoine is one of my very good friends, and we used to hang out every day when I lived in California. Another reason why I always wear straight shoes, I gotta support the homie. But he said, he said, so what's up? Am I coming to Florida? Which means he wants, we were talking about this a while back, me flying him out here, get a little vacation, he's got some family out here and try and do something with him on the channel. It is something that I really want to do. If you guys are big fans of Antoine, I know there's a lot of you. Antoine is somebody that, if you follow him, you are a ride or die Antoine Dixon fan. He is a pro skateboarder if you don't know who he is. But I really want to get him out here, and I don't have a lot of extra money right now, so I might try and make some quick stickers or something to try and raise some money to get Antoine out here, to get him in the vlogs. I want to talk to him a little bit. When I lived next to him and we partied all the time, he was in a tough spot. You know, just partying a lot, and it kind of set him off track of what good things he had in his life, and he's really changed that. You know, I'm proud of him. I'm really happy for him. So I want to hear him talk about that, and I would like you guys to hear him talk about that. Maybe some of you that might have some substance abuse or whatever, and they're trying to kick it or have or want to, I don't know. But maybe he can shed a little bit of light onto you guys. So I love the dude. I'd love to get him out here, and if that's something you guys are into, please comment below, because I think it would be very fucking sick to put him inside the 240. And I don't know if you know this, but blue's his favorite color, so he'll fit right in the old S14. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.